That and the Dominator right there. So here's the bottom line. If you're tuning in, here's Oklahoma City right here. There is a dry line just to our west, and storms are now firing from the southeast side of Chickasha. Ending up now from east of Ponca City down to near Stillwater. Those are just now forming. And then these are getting to be pretty big time now. Southwest of downtown Oklahoma City all the way back down into Cotton County. And we have 3 supercells. This one has been taking over. There's no doubt about it. Still a big mid-level lock. It's got a big broad circulation on it, and it is heading right into more. We are under a tornado watch until 10 p.m. tonight. This is a supercell. There's the mid-level lock there, just right on the west-northwest side of Bridge Creek. This is going the wrong way in a huge hurry. Talking about Moore and Norman for this storm right here. There's your time of arrival on that. Let's jump back up to this storm up in the Newcastle area with Bob Moore, Chopper 4. Go, John.
Yeah, Mike, there it is. It's continuing to lower down a little bit more, and it appears at this time that it's definitely getting better organized.
John, I need you to push in a little bit. There's so much haze. I just looked at radar. It's going to come down right now. I guarantee it. I get that whole thing's going. I think it's already on the ground. There's suction spots. Folks, this is terrible for Moore and Newcastle. I see a tornado now on the ground. I think it is on the ground in these rotating rain bands. Let's go to the south Doppler, and I can show you. It is an absolute sink drain. Sink drain right there. That is a tornado. Those rain curtains are rotating. That's a vortex on the ground. That is a tornado right there. It's going to hit the Newcastle casino if it doesn't veer off.
The department says they're getting a lot of phone calls. Oklahoma City, they said they have no public shelter in place as these storms approach. Also, parents from Middale, the buses are being held there until further notice. Your children will not be on buses at this moment. Mike.
Linda, appreciate that. Continuing to track what I believe is a tornado on the ground. This has the potential of producing a long track tornado. Updating you for you folks in Stevens County, over into the southern half of Garvin County, over to as far north as Pauls Valley, and far northern Carter County. Reed is intercepting this storm right here, low level lock with a tornado warning. Please do not take this lightly. Conditions today are favorable for large, long track, potentially violent tornadoes, and they may be difficult to see due to heavier rain today. Also, there's more trees and hills in this part of the state. Please don't take it lightly. If this storm is heading your way, go to your safe spot. At the very minimum, interior closet or bathroom, but really we prefer you go to an underground shelter or a basement or a storm cellar or a safe room or something of the like, or just get out of the way. Similar to intensities yesterday are possible today, and you can't survive these type supercells with tornadoes if you're above ground when they really spin up like this. So northeastern, east central Stevens County, over into southern half of Garvin County, and far northern Carter County. Let's go back up to Bob Moore, Chopper 4, with this what I think is a tornado on the ground just northwest of Newcastle, just west of the Newcastle Casino by 2 miles. Go, John.
Yeah, Mike, right now we're kind of hovering, I'm hovering directly over the Newcastle High School, actually, and we're shooting back towards the northwest here. And as you can see, the lowering, hey, Travis, go to your right real quick. Go to your right. Zoom in right there, zoom in. Come back to your left, iris up. There it is, Mike.
There it is.
If that is a tornado, there it is. It's right there on the ground. That's the clearest definition that we've seen from the air. A definite cone on the ground. So this is going to be just probably 4 or 5 miles north of I-44, where it turns down south on the Bailey Turnpike. It looks like it's tracking northeast from our spot. Let me turn here and get a little bit better picture. I'm directly over the Newcastle High School, and I'm shooting pretty much at this time straight north. There's a water tower just north of me, and I obviously can't make it out to see exactly street that is, but that's where your tornado is right there. Look at it, Mike, on the ground, coming down. There's you a lot better shot, and man, this dude, we're getting pretty close to it. It's going to be just a couple miles north of the Bailey Turnpike, right there on the ground.
Folks, this tornado has power. This tornado has power. Let's go. We got to break away, go to the, oh man, let's not break away yet. Okay, where is this? This is going to be, it's going to hit the Newcastle Casino. Again, you folks in the Newcastle Casino, if you're watching us, or the folks that are in charge of the Newcastle Casino, man, you got to get them in that safe area now, because it is right. It's a half a mile west of the Newcastle Casino right now, and it's going to exactly hit right at the junction of the Newcastle Highway and Interstate 44, at where 152 junction is. It's a half a mile west of there right now, and it is dead center line track on the Newcastle Casino. At this point, it's either going to be within about a quarter mile of it, or it's going to hit the Newcastle Casino. Yeah.
There it is.
It's a quarter mile west of I-44 right now.
Bailey, where it turns down south. That's where it is, right there.
Folks, this is heading into more. This is heading into more. This tornado is heading into more from the Newcastle Casino, as far north as OCCA. Definitely Westmore High School. If you live on Indian Hill, 164th, South 19th, there it is crossing I-44. That is the Newcastle Casino right there.
It's still on the west side of I-44. It's on the northwest side. It's going to be right there at the bend where it comes across. If from the Newcastle High School, you've got 1, 2, 3. You're 4 miles directly north of the Newcastle High School, and half a mile to the west is the exact location of the storm. On the ground, we saw several power flashes across that farm. It looks like at this time it's tracking right for us.
Mike Bennett's got on the ground with his stream. Mike Bennett has it in his stream. Feel free to take it. So this is at the Newcastle Casino. It might be just barely on the northwest side of the Newcastle Casino, but it's less than a mile away. Let's go to Mike Bennett on the Gentner. Go, Mike.
Hey, Mike, we're at South 19th, Western and South 19th in Moore. We got a visual of it. It's to our west, and we're out of road, Mike. This is as close as I can get to it for the time being, but it's just getting bigger. It's getting wider. It looks violent. I don't know if you can see my stream or not, but
Chopper, you're hot.
It's got a debris cloud. It looks like a barrel now, Mike. It's becoming barrel shaped. Got a debris cloud widened up, coming up around it.
It is on the north. It's crossing I-44 at the river right now, on the right over and on the northern side of the Newcastle Casino. If the Newcastle Casino does not get hit, it's going to be a miracle, because it's right there. I see a debris ball on radar. John Welsh look at the size of the debris cloud coming up, folks. This is extremely dangerous. This is very dangerous. We're talking about Newcastle Casino. From there, it's going to cross the river at 164th Street South, and then it's going to go, if it doesn't lift, it's going to go into Moore. And right now, it is red line, center line for Moore. You folks in Moore, in fact, it's exactly on the track of the May 3rd tornadoes where it is right now. It's exactly on the track of the May 3rd tornado.
Hey, go back to your...
Look at the size of the debris cloud. It is a large barrel. That is a violent tornado now. Violent tornado. It's exactly on the May 3rd, 1999 track right now. Go, John Welsh.
Yeah, hey, we're trying to find an exact spot. I believe right there on I-44 southbound, you're going to see a Tractor Supply. Or some stores right there. That's exactly where it's fixing to track. And as you can see, this thing is definitely, it's got a lot wider. It's becoming more of a wedge. It's sucking a lot of moisture. We're getting drilled with rain right now, and it's rain wrapped at this time. We can't see the big funnel like we were earlier, but it's continuing to move what appears to me to be almost just straight east. I've kind of repositioned the helicopter a little bit. I'm about 2.5 miles northeast of the high school there at Newcastle, and you can see this thing is fixing to cross I-44 and it's wide. It's probably I don't know, a half a mile wide, and heavy rain. It's really sucking us in here, so it's even pulled the wall cloud that's around it. It's all pulled it down. I'll get the skid out of the way and give you a little bit better shot, but you can just see you've got like half an inch on the right and about another inch on the left side of the monitor, but everything else is the tornado that's there on the ground. It's pulling me in. I'm going to have to try and break away from it here, but this storm is definitely increasing. I'm picking up like some 65 mile an hour inflow coming on it, so holding the hover is not going to work right here. But if you're coming from that tornado straight east, you have the river, and that appears that the track that it's going to take. So right there on I-44, there was that Tractor Supply and those other buildings. It's on track for those. I'm not exact sure a mile marker. We can probably get one on radar. But as you can see, just a huge tornado that is definitely growing, and every second we're on the air, it's getting bigger, Mike.
Okay, let's go to the storm tracker. Tornado emergency now in effect for Moore. Tornado emergency for Moore. You folks in Moore, you need to grab whatever it is you need to grab, and you need to go underground. Bottom line, grab your kids, grab your loved ones, grab your friends, or just get out of the way. Tornado emergency for Moore. Big half-mile wide plus tornado shrouded in debris on the northern side of the Newcastle Casino. Here is the Warren Theater right here. There's downtown Moore. This is North 12th, South 4th, South 19th, South 34th, or South 164th at I-44. It is lifting more to the north. Big debris ball there. That whole thing is the tornado. The debris ball's over a mile wide. The debris ball is over a mile wide. It is heading right into West Moore right now. Wedge-shaped violent tornado, could easily be an F4. Below ground or storm cellar or safe room, that's it, or out of the way. Go John Welsh.
Yeah, Mike, as you can see, this storm is kind of giving you a little bit better definition now, and it is huge. The wall cloud behind it is even spinning with it. We're looking at probably half-mile wide, and it's really picked up its speed. It's headed still kind of towards the river. It's probably a mile. As you can see, all those power flashes in there. There's that I don't know, I think it's a farm area. I've got some silos it's fixing to just destroy as it continues its track towards the east. I mean, this thing, it's definitely picked up its intensity, it's picked up its wheels, and it's moving at us rather quickly now. I'm having to hold the hover for just a couple minutes, not even that long, then I have to bounce out, so that's what we're doing right now. I'm going to brake more towards the southeast. Travis is going to stay on it with the camera shooting behind us, and as you'll see, it's fixing to hit that refinery right there, or farm, whatever it is, with the silos and the buildings, but it's right there, right just north of it, and it's probably still, I don't know, 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the river. So as soon as it breaks from there, the benefit of it being right here is it's unpopulated in this area. So it's going to track over nothing but just land and trees, and so at this time it's going to be a good track as far as safety, just because it's unpopulated and there's nobody there. But Mike, this storm is continuing to grow, and it's really picking its wheels up, and it's heading faster east.
Tornado emergency for Moore. Tornado emergency for Moore. Let's go to Mike Bennett. He's got a ground visual on it. This is the debris ball is a mile wide. It is on the river right now, on the river at South 164th. On the river, it's right, that is the I-44 bridge. I-44 bridge, Southwest 164th, mile wide debris ball, wedge, violent tornado. Go Mike Bennett.
Okay, Mike, yeah, this thing's just unbelievable. I mean, you got a massive amount of debris rotating around it. Right behind it, Mike, I think we've got another one maybe spinning up just to the, be to the southeast of it. But this, the main tornado, Mike, is just, it's the most violent rotation I've seen. And it's just absolutely shredding everything. So we're kind of wait till it crosses South 19th. It's approaching South 19th right now, and it's going to be west of Western. Hang on, Mike. I've had to deal with some traffic here, and it's at May and 19th, Mike. My partner just told me. Just then, they get out of the traffic here. We're going to lose a shot of it for just a second, and we're going to drive to it. I wanted to be sure of what the track of it was before I started driving any closer to it.
Okay, there is a mile wide. Let's go to the South DOP control room. Mile wide debris ball. This is exactly the May 3rd track. Mile wide debris ball. It is a mile wide tornado, wedge violent F4 plus tornado. No sign of it lifting. No sign of it lifting. And this is there's I-44, there's the river. This is the Newcastle Casino here, right there at the bottom of the screen. No sign of this lifting. There's OCCA right there. This is South 89th Street. That is May, Penn, Western, Santa Fe, 19th, South 4th, and Southwest 164th. No sign of it lifting. It's heading directly for Westmore High School. Westmore High School right there. And OCCA, it has turned a little more to the north. The main track track those, taking it directly toward Westmore High School. All neighborhoods between Westmore High School down to the river, below ground, out of the way, safe room, storm cellar. No other option is going to save your life. Mile-wide violent tornado. Let's go back to John Welsh and Bob Moore, Chopper 4. Let's go to Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett, go.
Mike.
Go, Mike Bennett.
Can you hear me? Okay, hey, Mike, it's getting ready to cross the road. We're getting ready to cross 19th right in front of us. You're going to see it. It's going to come around these trees here in just a minute. We got cars driving right into it, Mike. It's unbelievable. I don't know how they cannot see this, but it's you've got debris coming up on the. You're getting ready to see the front edge of it approaching 19th Street. Here it comes. Here it comes. I've got to really watch this thing. I think it may actually be tracking towards me a little bit, Mike. So I'm going to stay here as long as I possibly can before we turn around and have to go back east. But we'll just watch see what the track of it is. But it's got a huge, absolutely huge debris cloud around it. Violent rotation. And it looks like it's at least a half a mile wide, Mike. Okay, the back wall, I see the back wall. Okay, Mike, I got to go east. The back wall of it's coming around on me. So I got to get out of here.
Okay, folks, this is essentially, you never want to say it, but we're going to say it right now. This is May 3rd all over again as far as the intensity of this tornado, where it is heading. And something has to change fast, or it's going to be very close to a May 3rd event. Never want to say that, but that's what we have right now. It is shrouded in debris, and it's a low wedge shrouded in debris. It's still on the ground back up in here. Mike Bennett? Mike Bennett?
Yes, Mike. I'm getting ready to turn back around, Mike. It was coming in on me.
Significant damage in Newcastle. Let's go to the storm tracker. Let me show you where it is right now. It's shrouded. It's in there. It's in debris. May 3rd did the same thing. You see the black? That is heavy debris. 149th, 164th, south of Highway 37, heading for Westmore and the Warren Theater. The Warren Theater, downtown Moore, Westmore, all neighborhoods back down to Pennsylvania and southwest 149th and 164th. It is a mile-wide debris cloud. It is a mile-wide wedge, violent tornado. The only way you're going to guarantee you will survive is if you are out of the way, below ground, storm cellar, or basement. Safe room. That's it. Nothing else is going to do it. Do not ride this out in your home. Interior closet or bathroom, don't. You're better off if you're over here around downtown Moore right now. You have just enough time to get out of its way. If you can't get below ground, get out of its way. But you don't have any time left. You can't wait any longer. It's got to be done immediately, and just drive to the east away from it. It may come into South Oklahoma City near Crossroads Mall. We have a crew at Crossroads Mall, and we can take them as soon as we can get them to come up. But it's going to come up, could go as far north as Crossroads Mall, even up toward Dell City and Midwest City. Let's go back to Bob Moore, Chopper 4 with John Welsh. Go, John.
Yeah, Mike, we're showing you that right there, and that's really the best picture that we can give you, is because this thing is completely wrapped in rain and debris. Winds are just absolutely killer up here. I'm at Indian Hills Road, and just about, I guess, 48th southeast, behind the like the Andy Alligators, the Heyday, if you guys are familiar with that area right now. And this thing is just tracking, like you said, continuing to go towards the Moore Warren Theater area. It's going right basically towards my house. So this is definitely something that you need to be aware of, and get in your tornado shelter, get in your safe area. There it is, Mike. Look at that. Hang on, Travis. Go back to the left. Go back to the left here in a second. And I got a better shot of it. And this thing it's huge. Keep going left, Travis. Keep going left. Right there. Boom. There it is. There it is, Mike. On the ground, easily. There might even be two of them. There might be two. I'm showing two dark spots with a white level in it. I don't think the first one's rain. I do know that the back one is definitely a tornado. The tornado looks right now like it's on, I'm going to say, either 4th Street in Moore or 134th Street in Oklahoma City. It's still in the Oklahoma City area, and it appears that it's probably 1 mile west of Santa Fe. It's tracking straight east, so if you're within South 19th Street, 4th Street, or 27th Street in Moore, or, you know, we're going to go 104th, 134th, 149th Street in Oklahoma City. If you're in that area right there, from Santa Fe all the way to I-35, even as far east as Bryant, definitely be in your tornado shelter. Be aware, be underground, or like Mike said, just get out of there, because this thing is on the ground and it's continuing to track. It's almost like it's slowed down. Earlier, right before it crossed the river, that thing had some wheels on it and it was really going. Now it just, I'm holding a hover and it's only sucking me in at 38 miles per hour. But so it looks like the inflow is slowed down a little bit. It looks like the track's slowed down a little bit, but it's definitely still on the ground, continuing to go eastbound. And right there on Highway 4, I think it is, or 100 and or 4th Street and more, there's that Antioch Church. It looks like it's right there. It looks like it's just going to be south of the South Lake soccer fields and the South Lake parks at this time.
John Welsh, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The violent motion is at May Avenue and South 19th. South 19th and May is the center of that 1 mile wide wedge tornado. It has turned more to the east. It's going to travel down South 19th to South 31st. The Warren Theater is going to get hit if it doesn't change path. Right now, the Warren Theater is going to get hit. Westmore High School will either get hit or be on the northern edge. Again, folks, if you're listening to us, you need to be, and we're talking about these areas, you can't be in an interior closet or bathroom. Don't lose your life. Go get away from it or go below ground. Storm cellar, basement, or safe room. It's the only option you have. This is all heavy debris. You see how it's turned now to the east. There's the Warren Theater. There's Moore High School. This is South 19th, South 34th. It's going to go right down through the neighborhoods between South 34th and South 19th Street. It will hit the Warren Theater. If it doesn't veer off, that's exactly where it's going to hit and cross I-35. Go Mike Bennett.
Mike, okay. Mike is tracking right down 19th, approaching Santa Fe. We had to bail out of it because it was coming right at us, and we're getting ready to turn south here at South Moore High School. You can see our video. It's absolutely massive. It's just shredding everything in front of it. We're shooting out the side glass here right now, but it's just tracking straight east down 19th Street. Tracked right over the area where we was at. Was within probably a quarter to half mile from it before we had to turn around bail. Violent motion, a huge debris cloud wrapped around it. Zoom in tighter on that debris cloud. Okay, it looks like maybe, Mike, it may be actually starting to lift a little bit more north now than east. Hang on just a minute, Mike, I'm going to get out.
This tornado now is located between Penn and Western. It's a mile wide, and it covers the whole area between Penn and Western at South 19th Street. This is a May 3rd type tornado. I would just venture to say it looks like it's about an EF4. It could be an EF5. Makes no difference. You got to be below ground. Interior closet or bathroom is not going to do it, or get out of its way. Storm cellar, basement, or safe room, or below ground of any kind. Do not be in your car near the tornado. Drive away from it if you have no option to save your life. Abandon where you are if you cannot get below ground. South 19th at exactly at Western Avenue right now is where that is. Go Mike Bennett.
Okay, Mike, yeah, it's still mainly tracking
yes.
down 19th Street. I think it might be just a little bit north of 19th, but it's just pretty much moving east-northeast. It's just getting more violent. It has absolutely no signs of weakening whatsoever. We're probably at least EF4 status here, whether as violent as this motion is. After the huge chunks of debris floating hundreds of feet in the air, whole trees floating hundreds of feet in the air. I can't tell you what kind of neighborhoods it's moving through, Mike. We're probably about a mile east of it right now, maybe east-southeast of it, and okay. Where do we got to go?
Folks, over toward I-35, the Warren Theater should be completely evacuated by now based on our warnings. Again, you cannot delay. You can't think. You can't delay. You've got to act. You've got to act. You can't think or delay. You've got to act and act and act to save your life and save your loved ones' lives. You've got to act. Linda Cavanaugh had important information about the school systems going on. Linda, for the Metro.
We do have important information because parents are naturally worried, and we are hearing from parents via Twitter that many students are being held at Westmore. They obviously can't release them into this storm, so we want you to be aware of that. Also, Mid-Dell students, they will not be released from that school on buses until the storm passes. Receiving many calls from Oklahoma City residents. There is no public shelter in Oklahoma City. Police say shelter in place or leave the area. Mike.
Linda, appreciate that. Again, 3:15 in the afternoon, a violent tornado going through South Oklahoma City Metro. It is in Central Moore right now, exactly at Western Avenue and Santa Fe Avenue on 19th Street. It is over those neighborhoods right now, and it is going for the Warren Theater and I-35. Folks, you are literally out of time, and you need to be where you are with your mobile device watching us online in an area that is of substantial safety. Below ground, storm cellar, basement. Car won't do it. Interior closet or bathroom will not do it. It is Lake Crest, Westmore Street, Parkview Street, Lonnie Lane, South Robinson, Vicky Drive, Southwest 150th is where it is right now. It is heading up for Ewell Drive, Southwest 17th Terrace, and then up toward I-35 at the Westmore Theater. The Westmore Theater is now on the outer edge of the debris ball. John, can you push in? Can you push in a little bit? What is that?
No, Mike, we can't. I mean, I'm a mile from it right now. We're pushing in as high as we can. When we start pushing in, we're going to start losing texture of the storm. But I'm seeing power flashes easy a mile direction north and south. The inflow of this thing, the feeder band is lowered. It is really sucking in a lot of energy. This thing is sucking us in at about 47, 50 miles an hour right now. We're holding a hover, but it's just pulling it right to us. This thing is on the ground, grinding, ripping everything up, and it is definitely take caution to get in your tornado shelter area right now. They have traffic blocked on I-35. They're at Indian Hills Road. They're not letting anybody north. I see tons of fire trucks. I see tons of police cars headed in every direction trying to get people off the road. But it appears that this thing is fixing to come up right there on the backside of the Warren Theater, and you have Lowe's in that whole area right there. So if you're in that area, you have somebody in that area, definitely get out of there. You can see those intense, very intense power flashes, and we're starting to hear some noise over the headset, Mike, and the helicopter. So there's definitely, this thing has a lot of energy. It has definitely not decreased any at all. Let me get this skid out of the way. But this feeder band is continuing to lower. It's getting bigger. This thing has a ton of energy, and it's still tracking, like you said, straight towards the east. If it does cross there at 4th Street, you're going to continue to go over. You got Eastern and then Bryant. A lot of housing additions over here that are going to get hit, including my house, which is right in the middle of the path that it's taken right now. So I've called my family, made sure they're in their tornado shelter.
Let's go to Emily Sutton's stream. John, this is Emily Sutton here. Go, Emily.
Mike, we're about to get in the path of this tornado. We're dropping south. Major wedge on the ground. It looks like this looks like May 3rd. Oh my gosh, we've got a blast south. We were on exit 19, and we've been watching it. Southwest 19th, we're getting sideways rain. We're blasting south now.
This now it's a 1.25 mile wide debris ball. Looking at radar, it's 1.25 miles wide, and it runs from South 16th Street down to South 166th. 1.25 miles. And it's now going to cross. The Warren Theater is on the northern side of the debris ball. It's turned due east, going right down 119th. The heaviest debris is on 119th, and it is absolutely thick debris, as you would imagine, with an F4 Tornado Plus going through Moore right now. You cannot survive this if you're below ground. It is also heading up, may go as far north as Moore High School, but may go just south of Moore High School, but Moore High School is in immediate danger as well, and that would be a lot of the municipalities around downtown Moore. Let's go back to John Welsh and Bob Moore, Chopper 4.
Yeah, Mike, we're kind of losing it right now in this rain. We're still seeing a lot of power flashes, but it's in there, and I don't know if it's all the rain that's wrapped it up or the debris ball that just made it so hard to see. We're losing a lot of light here, so that's why everything's dark. Feeder band is continuing to lower, continuing to grow. This thing is not letting up from what we're seeing here on the air. right now I'm over Sooner Road. Actually, I'm over Sunny Lane Road and 164th Street, shooting back towards the northwest. So this is the area that it's coming to, and right there in the darkness, in the center of the cloud, you can see the power flashes. That's your tornado still on the ground. The debris ball and everything is so big from it that you can't see the shape of it. I'm going to have to make a turn here, but as you can see from our shot, this thing is a monster. It's so big, it's completely lost its texture. It's wrapped up in debris, it's wrapped up in rain, and this thing is just grinding right through Moore, just like it did, in 2000 or in 1999. So, where it's fixing to cross, what it looks like from our perspective, it's fixing to go north of the water tower there on 119th Street. So it looks like it's going to be just north of, 149th Street. Looks like it's crossing right north of 149th Street. They've got traffic blocked as far back here as Indian Hills Road by police, not letting anybody get in there. But it's tracking right on that line between, like 134th Street and more, straight east. And we're getting
take the South Doppler here. Take the South Doppler. Okay, the debris ball is 2 miles wide now. It's a 2-mile wide debris ball. Here's Moore High School. Right here, this is downtown Moore. It's crossing I-35 right now. This is 19th. This is South 4th. This is South 164th. This is Indian Hill. The debris ball is slightly over 2 miles wide. That's why you can't see it very well from the chopper. It has a massive amount of debris in it to where it's obscuring the entire tornado, and the debris ball itself is really 2 1/4 miles in width right now. 2 1/4 miles in width, and you see now it's turning up toward Moore High School. The Moore High School is on the edge of the debris ball right now. If you are in the path of this, you have to be out of its way or below ground storm cellar or basement. This is down in Moore. It is a violent, large tornado that is at least an F4 tornado, possibly an F5 tornado. It is violent, obviously, and the debris ball is 2 1/4 miles in width right now. Let's go back to Bob Moore, Chopper 4.
Yeah, there it is, Mike. We're kind of staying pushed out because when we kind of come in, it's so dark we can't pull any of that light into the lens. But there it is right there, wrapped in rain, like you said. This thing is just, it's huge. We're still seeing power flashes. I haven't seen any in just a second. Doesn't mean it's not on the ground. It means that the power could have already been knocked out prior to reaching those spots. Right now I'm over Sooner Road and 164th Street over the Belmar Golf Course, shooting back towards the northwest. And as you can see, this thing is not shrinking in any size. It's growing, and it's continuing to come almost straight east, just grinding, ripping everything up in its sight. The inflow at times is probably 80 miles an hour we've been at. We're trying to we'll kind of spin around here and hold to hover and give you just a little bit better shot. But within a matter of minutes, this thing is sucking us in, and we're a mile away than where we used to be. So there it is. You can kind of see it on the ground, just the texture of it. So everything's getting completely wrapped in rain. I'm not seeing any power flashes at this time. Just from our vantage point, that if it's still on the ground, it's going to be right over the Moore High School right there on Eastern there, Mike.
Okay, appreciate that. It is stalled out. It is stalled out, and it's still very much on the ground, and I'm not going to say that it's lifting. However, the debris appears to be spreading out, and the velocities are coming down. So the tornado itself is weakening. It is not lifted, but the tornado is still back in all of this debris. This is all debris, fog, and rain, because it's been going through Moore as a large 1 mile wide plus with a 2 1/4 mile wide debris ball, huge debris ball. It is back in here with all this debris that is up in the air from the neighborhoods in Moore. So that's what we have right now. Let's go to the storm tracker. And you can, there it is, power flashes. Let's go back, sorry, let's go back. You saw the power flashes. It's just the core of the tornado just is on the east side of Interstate 35 right now. There it is, still back in there. It looks like it went through some type of cycle. and the tornado is a little bit more in the middle left-hand part of your screen, and that is located, I see a lot of debris in the air from the Warren Theater area. The whole Warren Theater area, I see a lot of very heavy debris in the air that has plumed up in the past couple of minutes from all the shopping areas at the Warren Theater. No doubt there is tremendous destruction at that location right now. Go John Welsh.
Yeah, there it is, Mike. As you can see, as you talked about, whenever you cross I-35 eastbound, you're going to come into on 134th Street, about where that is at. You're going to see a lot of shops, a lot of small buildings, and then after you cross Eastern, you're going to get into another neighborhood area. So right now, if it is where we think it is, it's in some residential or some shopping areas prior to coming in. Once it crosses Eastern, it's going to be back into the heavy housing addition areas. But as you can see, I've kind of advanced not pretty far, about 3 miles to the east, and tons of power flashes gives us a little bit better shot. We can get some more ambient light on the backside of that storm and just show you just the wedge or the form of it. And as you can see, it kind of goes, it funnels out. It's got a pretty big lowering, and then we can almost make out just a little V shape in the very bottom of it where that tornado is physically on the ground, just destroying power lines and everything that is in its way. As you can see, big power flashes there. It's continuing to track east, and Mike, this is fixing to get in a bad area because we're coming right back into housing additions and more of the residential part of town here. And look at that power flash on the far right of your screen. If you look in there, take a look at that. It's way out there, so the wind in front of this thing has got to be just whipping. So this thing is definitely something not to play with. And we're going to stay here and we'll keep following it. I'm fixed to have to make a turn, so the skids are going to be in the shot for just a second, but otherwise we're going to get too far away. But that's it right there, going through more. A huge tornado there, Mike.
Looking for damage.
South 19th. Okay, so what it has done is
it looks like
it went from a wedge to a barrel. Now it's back to a wedge again, is what it did. It is on the southeast side of West Moore High School right now. Moore High School. It's on the east side of Moore High School, and that is going to be in the east central sections of Moore right now. So it has hit the Warren Theater Complex. Now it is a mile to the east southeast of Moore High School is where it is. We're talking about Sunny Lane and Bryant, Sunny Lane, and Sooner at about South 4th Street and North 12th Street. It could go up to near the GM plant, and it could go up to near Tinker Air Force Base. Recall the May 3rd tornado made a hard north turn and went up to Heederberg Drive and I-40. We don't know if this will do the same thing, but it is now east of Moore High School at Sunny Lane, Sooner, and South 4th and North 12th Street. Go John Welsh.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you exactly where it is. This is right in my house. It's crossing right now Bryant, just north of 12th Street. We're getting some highlights of some flashes in there, and their antennas right there that are just north of 12th Street. That's where we're hitting. It looks like, from our vantage point, it's right there. It looks like it's kind of weakened a little bit as Travis was kind of push in there. It's still tracking straight east. It looks like on 12th Street where you have, it's fixing to cross, if it hasn't already, it's crossing Bryant, it's fixing to cross Sunny Lane, and then it's going to hit that bend in Sooner Road where they made the annex for the proposed lake that they made years ago. That's where it's headed right now, straight east, and it looks like it's over 12th Street. We're still getting tons of power flashes way in front of this storm.
Let's go to the North Doppler control room. We'll show you exactly where it is. The tornado's right here. There's Sunny Lane. Here's Sooner, and this is going to be 12th and 4th Street. There's Moore High School. So it's exactly 2 miles now due east of Moore High School on Sunny Lane, heading up for Sooner. You see it clearly right there. And here's the GM plant. There's Tinker Air Force Base. This is Midwest and Douglas Boulevard. So still very much on the ground, still quite large in the neighborhood of 1/2 mile wide right now. Go John Welsh.
Yeah, there it is, Mike. It's fixing to come across what appears to be Sunny Lane and 12th Street. We're trying to get a little bit of distance here. Look at all that debris in the air. I mean, that debris, it's 500 or 600 feet up in the air, and it's going. So it's still grinding, still on the ground. It is really ripping, and it's probably right now about 1/2 mile to 3/4 of a mile from crossing Sooner Road. So it's on Sooner Road. If everybody's got a map, you can kind of see that bend in there. That bend was for the annex for the second lake right next to Lake Stanley Draper. So it's coming right along this way. It looks like it's on track if it stays right here eastbound to go right through the center of Hefner Lake. So get the skid out of the shot there. But you can see this thing is grinding, it's ripping, and we're getting power flashes all the way down to like 149th Street here. So this thing, it might have weakened, just momentarily recycled, but it's back down on the ground and it is grinding. As you can see from our shot, it's probably 1/8 of a mile right there from crossing Sooner Road. So Sooner Road and 134th Street is fixing to be where it's exactly at. It's fixing to barrel across, and it's going to come into the some pretty much vacant land as it comes to the annex part of the lake and heads right towards Draper and Tinker Air Force Base there, Mike.
Centered right now between Sunny Lane and Sooner at North 4th, due east of Moore High School. Let's take the storm tracker. Where is this headed? You see, it is a giant barrel with a massive debris cloud, and it is heading for south side of Tinker, Draper, over towards Stella, Choctaw, Newalla, Hara, Twin Lakes, McLeod, and the Casino, Dale, over here to the east. So it's going to clip. It's going to move into southeastern Oklahoma County. Red line, center line for Newalla. Red line, center line for Newalla. Could go as far north as Hara. Still could turn up to the Tinker diagonal on the southeast sides of Midwest City. Back to Bob Moore, Chopper 4. Go, John.
Yeah, there it is, Mike. It's fixing to cross Sooner Road right now, and it's coming into that annex part of the lake that they annexed. So luckily, for the time being, there are very few houses in here, if any. I think the city's bought most of them out. But it's continuing to track straight east, and as you can see, this thing hasn't decreased in size any. And I'm actually kind of getting a little closer than I want to be to it right now, but this thing is sucking us in at about 50 to 60 miles an hour right now. I'm tracking it. The inflow is still huge. It's sucking all that energy, but it's still continuing, tracking straight east. It looks like it's crossed Sooner Road. It's down in that valley. There's a couple big creeks in this area that it's in this annex lake. So typically, these tornadoes are going to find the path of least resistance. They're going to stay in all that low ground, and so it's going to come up here, and there's the water tower and the water treatment plant that is on the southeast side, or the southwest side of Lake Draper. It appears that this time it's going to go just north of that, and it's going to continue to track over the top of that. So we'll see what it does when it crosses the lake, but it's continuing to rip and grind all these trees up as it's crossed Sunny Lane, continuing to go eastbound towards Draper, and it looks like it's going to be about north of 149th Street here, Mike.
Indeed, and it's now it's approaching Air Depot. It's approaching Air Depot. And we're getting a little closer to South 89th Street. We're down there at about 120th South, 130th South. But it is now between Sooner and Air Depot, and it is going to go over the northern or central parts of Draper Lake here coming up. Go, John.
It's coning out a little bit. Hey, look, I got to move here real quick. Hey, but while I'm flying away from it, look at it, Mike. It's lightening up.
Wow.
It's becoming more of a barrel-shaped. It's the wedge is decreased a little bit. It's slowly turning. It almost looks like it's turned to the southeast. So I'm breaking away from it as fast as I can because it's getting a little closer for my comfort. But it's changed shape. It's barreled. It's gotten a little higher. The base has rised. The base is probably about 1,300 to 1,400 feet above the ground. So it's just 300 or 400 feet below me. And as you can see, it's got a definite cone shaped on it, and it appears that it's turned to the southeast. So at this time, just from our vantage point and just kind of trying to triangulate the way it's going to move, it appears that it's going to hit that water treatment plant on the southwest side of Draper. So if you're in this area, I believe it's like the Draper 74th Street, I think is what it is. If you're in that area, definitely seek caution. If you're going to be south of Draper, on the east side of Draper, you need to be in your shelter. This thing is not light. It's not letting up. It's actually looks like it's decreased a little bit. We've lost I think a lot of the debris, so it kind of changed the shape of it. It gave it more of a barrel shape and not as much of a structure. So you can actually see the shape of the tornado now, because the only thing that it's got to rip up right now is trees. We're not getting all the construction debris that we had earlier that actually appears to give it a wider base than it is. But it's continuing to rip. It's kind of got a big, like a trunk down, and then it kind of has a little V-funnel right there, tracking straight for 149th Street in the southwest side of Draper Lake, right towards the water treatment plant at this time. And it's really fizzling out as we're seeing. I'm going to do another turn here. I'm getting kind of far away, but it looks like it's roping out a little bit, and this is over like 149th Street and maybe just the east side of Air Depot Road. There it is. It's gone, Mike. So let's see. We're going to stay right here. We're going to see if it recycles, but it's completely roped out, or it's continuing to rope out as we speak right now. And it looks like it's roping out at Air Depot Road, and I'm going to say 134th Street, right in that area. So, man, look at that rope on that thing. It's
going to dance here for a while. The whole updraft there is constricting and shrinking. It's going to sit there and dance for a while. The wind in that still could be F4 criteria, but it's just literally about 100 feet wide now. And the vortex is likely still on the ground, but they roped out mighty fast, but still likely a vortex on the ground. And look how the debris ball is just spinning at about 100 miles an hour all the way around that rope.
Oh, just right there to hit us. Yeah, Mike, hey, as you can see, it's roped out. Look at the very top as Travis will back out and go up to the top of the top of the base there. You can see the whole base is continuing to rotate. The swirls and the rain is still cyclonic. It's still moving with it. So I don't know if this thing is recycling for another round, but the inflow, that feeder band is lowered. It's continuing to, looks like, suck in moisture. So this thing could just cycle for a moment and set back down. But again, right now, I'm just south of, I'm at 164th and Air Depot Road, shooting pretty much straight to the northwest, where that tornado just roped out there. Feeder band is still there. Feeder band looks like it's still pretty low to the ground. It's way lower than we are. So we'll just stay here and continue to watch it as these scud clouds continue to rotate, pretty much where that band just broke.